Oh, there we go. We're back again. If you're in there, pop in and say hi. I don't know how long the stream is going to last. I'm just going to do a short stream tonight, just for the heck of it. But it's probably going to be a lot shorter than we realize because the internet has been really acting up the last few days. So we're having a Pineapple Express. The rain is done, and then we had sunshine this afternoon. Oh, hi, how's it going? Pedro, Gabriel, you were first yesterday too. How about that? You were first. So anyway, it's quite mild here. It's around 13 or 14 degrees Celsius tonight. Wendy and I went for a hike. We went for a hike today, didn't we? Wendy's over there. She's looking at. Wendy's always looking at Costa Rican real estate. That's what she's doing. Today's stream brought to you by bananaporn.com. Banana porn. You know what I did in the forest today? I left some glass bananas along the trail. That's what I did. We went hiking and I brought some glass bananas and I left bananas here and there and everywhere. Anyway, that's what Wendy's looking at. She's always looking at real estate over there. Me, I'm just sitting here on the couch relaxing. It's quite nice. It's quite breezy out, but it's very mild. So, hey, how's it going, Camel? Hello, hey, Palmy Pal. So we got a few people in there. I guess this is a good time of the night to do a live stream. So if I disappear all of a sudden, it just means that the crappy Wendy said the sh word. She says we have crappy internet here. It's really bad. The last few days, really bad. Anyway, we have people checking in tomorrow at the B&B, and that's going to mess things up too, right? That's going to really mess things up, won't it? When they're on the internet, it messes it up for Wendy and I. So, and we don't really watch much TV. We got this big screen TV over there that we rarely ever watch. My area has had frost bad microclimates this morning. My bananas are still no frost. Yeah, I know places on Salt Spring must have had frost there like a week ago. We had 3 degrees here, there's no doubt if I was at work, I would have been scraping frost on my truck for sure. But that's not bad because I've seen frost very early in that location. I've seen frost, I think, was it last year, the year before, it was like October 9th or something. I was scraping frost on my truck in that area at Portlock, which is about just over 8 kilometers south of me. We are at risk of frost tomorrow. Well, hopefully it's just a light one and nothing heavy. I don't see any frost in the foreseeable future here. Not yet, anyway. I mean, eventually it's going to happen. Maybe it won't. I've seen places on this island go right through to spring without frost. So just depends. Anyway, I was looking at the weather forecast and the predictions. On the it was on the YouTube. It was a weather channel thing. They said wetter than normal. Get down to 34 tonight. Palmy Pal 34. 34 is not too bad. So we were 3 at our lowest. So that's probably around what, 36? Something like that. Maybe they'll go right through till Christmas. It's cool when you can have bananas at Christmas. When you look outside on Christmas Day and you see green bananas. I don't know if I'm going to protect my bananas this year. I don't know if I'm going to wrap them up. I'm kind of feeling like, should I or should I not? There's a guy in town that doesn't ever protect them, and they're freaking huge. They said this winter would be warm and mild, and it's not even winter yet. I think it's going to be milder for you guys. And I think it's going to be super cold in the Midwest, in the prairies of Canada. So, prairies of Canada and the Midwest United States, I think is going to be cold. Tess Holiday says that fat people are erased from history, refuse to let write us most story. Fat people, that's one thing you don't see much on our island here. You don't see a lot of obese people. There's very, very few overweight people on Salt Spring Island. I think probably because we don't have fast food here. That must be the thing. A lot of people eat really healthy here, you know. Although we just had a couple of Kit Kats and those were good. That's not very healthy. Wendy says, "Do you want a chocolate bar?" And I go, "Well, yeah, okay. I'll have a Kit Kat." So, anyway, what did we do today? We went to the garbage dump, and that was like a $44 load to just dump off a bunch of junk. It was quite expensive. And then she went to buy a bag of groceries, and that was about $65. Was that one bag of groceries? Yeah, one bag of groceries. Too cold. Yeah, no, it's been just seasonal here. It hasn't been cold here. It's been fine. The gardens. You can see what the garden looks like. Wendy just put a video on here today, where you were in the courtyard, weren't you? Wendy was in the courtyard. Wendy uploaded a video here today of the courtyard. But I went down to the ravine early this morning, and the water is gushing in the creek, and quite a lot of water and really mucky, wet soil and puddles around the palms that are growing down there, right? The Trachycarpus palms. So, drunk, shirtless Florida man arrested shoveling spaghetti in Olive Garden. No, wait, no, no. This coldest season, good for your climate is more. Yeah, it's pretty consistent here. There's no real big swings. I mean, yeah, we can get some cold if the jet stream changes. So you get Alaska opens her doors up, and that jet stream, when if it pulls it straight down the coast, then yeah, we can get that dry, cold air from Alaska, and usually that translates into snow for us. So because of that dry, cold air and the warmer, moister Pacific air here, we can get dumped on here on the Gulf Islands. I've seen it. I know we can get dumped on with snow here. It does happen. Other than today's rain drying out, you get cool periods and then you get warm. Yeah. So, yeah, but no big swings. There's definitely no big swings here. So, like winter day, 7, 8 degrees, and then nighttime temperatures, 3 degrees, something like that, 4 degrees. Not a huge thing. 40-degree difference from highs to lows. Wow, that's big. That's the way it is in places. You go to Calgary in Alberta because they have those Chinooks, and that's not a good thing. A Chinook is not a good thing sometimes because it can be like -20 or 30. I've seen snow November 1st here once. Yeah, I remember that here too one time. Shirtless Florida man arrested after shoving spaghetti into his now in jail, thankfully, in his mouth. Olive Garden. I used to go to the Olive Garden on the mainland. I remember one time it snowed around November 1st or 2nd, super mild winter. There was no snow the rest of the winter. It was just rain and cloudy periods, but there was no snow and it didn't never got that cold. It's so funny. And we thought, like, man, it's going to be a really cold winter because it started out early in November and it wasn't a cold winter. So you just never know. I mean, you can read the Farmer's Almanac. Uh, I mean, not everybody believes Farmer's Almanac, but it is fun to read. I think it's going to be a cold. I don't think you're going to have a cold winter. I think it's going to be milder for you. That's what I think. I think colder, like I say, in the prairies and in the Midwest of the United States. Here, it's going to be wetter than usual. Usually in La Nina, we get a lot of rain. We can get a little bit of a cold snap maybe in January or February. Uh, yeah, I don't think it's going to be chaotic. Chaotic to me is if you get some real bad, bitter cold and then you get a lot of snow. That makes chaos here. Just because people don't know how to drive in the snow. And the snow here is not very good. It's really wet and sticky. And it does cause a lot of damage to the garden. The snow here is like glue. So you can have these big trees and branches break off of them and stuff like that. So I should think about putting some Lexan over top of the cactus patch. I haven't done anything to it yet because what happens if you get a branch breaking off a tree? U.S. gets zero, yeah, northern half. Yeah, they do, and this year will be bad for the north. Yeah, I see that they're showing like Montana and North Dakota and not Idaho, but Nebraska and all those places like that, extreme cold. It looks pretty normal for us here on the coast. Yeah. What is that? Oh, so I'm banking on a pretty normal winter here. I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be that bad. But we'll just wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. I don't want a bad winter. I don't like bad winters.
Oh,
Doubting that.
uh-oh. Right, right. Okay, hold on. Hold on.
What? Okay, Wendy's going to take the lives.
Hello, live stream Wendy here.
Hey, so how many?
Joe has a phone call. So he handed it over to me, and look at me, I look so horrible as usual. I'm in the kitchen now. No. Anyway, yeah, we hiked today, and we're just sitting here by the fire tonight. And we had company that came over earlier. And what else? Oh, hey, hi, Pommy Pal. Ooh, 75 degrees here, 1,000 miles directly north of Chicago. -35 on the same exact day. Oh my God. That would be awful, wouldn't that? I'm good. I'm pretty good. Yeah, we're just had a really easy day. Joe's retired, so we're getting used to being together all day. It's like being on holiday again. Like when we go on holiday, we usually are on holiday for like a month and a half. So, but now he's on holiday forever. So, yeah. But we're both really busy. Joe's got lots of stuff to do too. But I guess for us right now, what's nice with having Joe around more right now at this point is that we can actually clean up our house because we have a lot of stuff that we need to get rid of. So, hey, GD Gardens and palm trees, yay! Yeah, we're in the midst of cleaning up our house and getting rid of stuff that we've stored for our children in the crawl, like down below. And if I tried to do it myself, it's really overwhelming. So I think with Joe here, it helps a lot. So we're sort of taking our time and going through stuff and just, our goal is that every day we're going to actually get rid of some stuff. So the other day, actually, we took a bunch of jackets, winter coats, hats, mittens, leggings, scarves to the homeless on Salt Spring. Oh, what is that? The winter movie when your fall starts. What? Joe? Oh, he's back again. Hold on. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was just telling him how we're cleaning up our house, and we were going through the closets and taking clothing to the some of our local residents.
Yeah, no, that's a friend of mine. He just bought an antenna, so we were just talking antenna talk. He talks on the radio with me, and he's getting it for another friend. So he just wanted to know if it's the right type of antenna. So you have to get the right type of antenna if you're going to be talking on the right type of band, right? So for 11-meter band, 11-meter band is basically CB radio. So, and from channel 1 to 40. So you have to have an antenna that's tuned for that. So that's what he got. He got the right one. So it's good. Today it's funny. I turn on my radio. There's no skip coming in. No long distance stuff. Yesterday I was talking to Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, all over the place. And today, nothing. Band is completely flat, dead, nobody coming in. It's one of the coldest winters on record. Really? 2018, yeah. Well, the coldest one here that I recorded was 2008. 98 was a pretty cold one too. Cold temperatures. But 2008, December 2008, was a bad winter here. That was really cold winter. When you start to see plants frying in your garden, then you know it's cold winter, right? Bro, I'm talking about 2018, 19, not 17, 19. 17, 19. 17, 18. Yeah, those ones weren't bad here. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, you guys are a lot farther away. You guys are way far away from me. So, hey, what are you eating over there? What's going on? Wendy's in the kitchen, chowing down on something. I need to chow down on something too. I agree with Camel. I think we are going to get a bad winter. You think you're going to get a bad winter, eh? Yeah. Well, I did make my predictions. I did actually shoot a video of it earlier. I don't know when I shot it a month ago. And do a dance. Banana Joe, you should buy a wig and do it. I have a wig upstairs. I got that green wig. I could put it on. Go get me the green wig. It's in my bedroom. They want me to put a wig on. I got a green wig. I'd put a green wig on here and do a live stream. And then I'll put my glasses on. I could put my sunglasses. I'll look like a rock star. I think it's going to be a normal winter here. So a normal winter here is a good winter. It's where you don't lose any plants, right? When it's a bad winter, you lose some plants. That's what I say. So when the tree fern turns brown, it's a bad winter. Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm going to show you. This is awesome. Okay, hang on. I'm going to put it on. Let me put it on here. Oh, yeah. Let's see what it looks like. So that's a pretty cool wig. What do you think? Do you kind of like that one? I kind of like that wig. It's kind of cool. I don't like the feel of that, though. I mean, can you imagine that wig on a hot day? You know, one time I actually wore this wig to town. I dressed up as like a rock star dude. It must have been about probably 15 years ago. Like Kiwano doesn't want to die. Why must I suffer? Kiwano. You know what's still growing out at our place too? Kind of feels weird. Yeah, we have our out on our deck. We have everything out on the sun deck still. We have sweet potatoes, and yeah, is it ever windy out? Man, that'd be a good video. You get your iPad and go shoot those palm trees. Turn the lights on and go shoot a video of those palms blowing in the wind. That'd be a good video. It's really blowing. Like we got the Pineapple Express here, and it's wind southwesterlies blowing in off the ocean. Can you do a head dance? Like Garth and Wayne. Hey man, like Wayne's World, man. Didn't they do this? Yeah. Bobblehead. So somebody that tunes in here is going to think I'm. What's that? Yeah, you should go shoot a video of the palm trees blowing in the wind. Wendy wants me to take down the hammock tomorrow. No, I can't give this wig away. I was gonna give it away. I had it in a box of stuff. I'm gonna give away. I've had this wig for years. I think I'm gonna keep it. Do you like that wig? It's kind of funky. I got this cool skull face I've worn with it. Tell Wendy I'm going to send her a box of avocado seeds in the mail. No, Wendy does not want any more avocados around the. She says no, because whenever I eat an avocado, I push the seeds in the garden, so we got them growing here and there and everywhere. And so Wendy's one to pull them out. I said just leave them, and that's another indication of a mild winter.
Jill puts them in, and then they look like weeds in the garden.
To her they look like weeds in our garden because avocados come out. I've been monitoring the vortex action towards a brutal winter and learning. Yeah, we've never had a polar vortex here. I mean, they call it a polar vortex. I know on the East Coast they called it a polar vortex, but I mean, I just call it a cold winter, cold snap, right?
Windy out.
Hey, remember a few years ago the lakes froze? It's weird. The lakes froze here. When was that? About 4 years ago?
Yeah, you and I walked out.
It was the first year they froze in 25 years, the lakes here, right? People were skating on them. And the coldest temperature here was minus 4.1. At this location, I recorded minus 4.1. But in other locations on Salt Spring Island, there was minus 10s, and somebody recorded minus 15. And yeah, so we went out and I walked on one of the couple of lakes I walked. Did we video? We must have, yeah, we were video. No. Cushion Lake. People were skating. No, I don't know if people were skating on St. Mary Lake. St. Mary Lake's the. We did walk out on the lake, though. I was standing on the lake. I could actually find the videos on my YouTube channel. So we did walk out on the lake, and it's pretty rare that you're going to have enough ice, thick enough ice to ever walk on one of the lakes here. I remember one time years ago, it was back in the 90s. And there was it in the 90s? It might have been in the 90s. No, it wasn't the 90s. Sorry. No, it was 2008. It was December 2008. I was thinking 98, the winter of 98. And I walked out on the ice of this lake on the south of the island because I was with the guy I work with. And he says, I dare you to walk out onto that lake. So I get out about 8 feet from the shore, and it just all of a sudden cracked all around me, like this big cracks all around me. Is like, oh my God. So I had to kind of like shuffle kind of back in slowly, right? But that's the thing. The lake ice doesn't get that thick here. You need a really prolonged freeze. But the mountain lake on the south end of our island, there's a lake way up there at over 2,000 meters. So, Palm Nation, you have your winters are very humid compared to mine. Rain. And rain is humidity too, right? Lots of rain here in the wintertime. Let me take this off. There we go. It is really windy. I'm thinking the power is going to go out. It's blowing. You know what? I should take this outside and show you guys the trees blowing, the palm trees. I'm going to show you how windy it is out there. It's crazy windy, man. Let me get my jacket on. Oh, she's got the lights on. Okay. Hang on. Hang on there, fellas. Let me just put this here. Put my jacket on here. And we will go outside and show you. It is condition in Antarctica. I'm glad I don't live in Antarctica. Check out this, man. You can hear it. It is blowing. But a lot of the big winds go, oh, I heard a tree break. So, no, Antarctica does not interest me in the least bit. I don't really like cold areas. So, you can see it here. There's palms up there too, but they're hard to see. But man, they are blowing in the wind. But the worst of the wind goes up over top of us because it's really blowing right now. And these palms aren't moving that much. Can you hear that? Man, it's a really good windstorm. It's very mild out here too. But man, This is like the first real good windstorm. Pattern. Once Christmas week comes, pattern will shift. Eight cold. I'd visit. Really, you'd visit Antarctica? Eh? Yeah, no, I don't think so. It's kind of like when we're on Maui and we say, let's go up and visit Haleakala. So, just to say we visited Haleakala. So Haleakala is 10,300 feet or something like that up. It's the highest mountain on Maui. So Wendy and I go to the top of Haleakala, and I know I shot a video up there too, which was kind of cool, but I'm thinking, why are we up here in Haleakala when it's so cold and windy? And when you go to Maui, you're there to enjoy the warmth, not freeze to death. I mean, we live in Canada. The last thing we want to do is go somewhere cold. Christmas week came, switched, and it was depressing rest of the season. Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's very rare we ever have a white Christmas here. And I know it's the same with you guys too. You guys probably rarely ever have a white Christmas. Would you like a white Christmas, Wendy? I really. When we were younger, we were big into Christmas, but now, when we had our kids, yeah. Wendy had her kids, I had my kids.
I mean, I think the snow's really pretty and
Oh man, listen to that. You know what's going to happen? If the power goes out, the stream is going to die. I've never seen a white Christmas here. Yeah, I don't know how many I've seen here, maybe
oh man, it's
2 white
windy.
Christmases
It's
here,
windy.
maybe 2 or 3 white
Kahoo's
Christmases here.
shaking.
We get one about once every 10 years.
Kahoo's shaking.
Yeah, Kahu's scared. You don't like the wind.
Scares him. Yeah.
Holy
Well,
cow,
the
it is really,
clouds starts to
it's shaking, man. It's blowing out there.
make noises and
I didn't expect this wind to come like this. It's just giving her, isn't it? Is there anything else that can blow over out there? Good thing Lindy had the eucalyptus trees cut down. Hey? We were worried about those eucalyptus trees falling on the house. So anyway, they're gone now. We don't have to worry about that. So anyway, yeah, white Christmas is pretty rare here. I've seen Summer Lake. What is that?
well, I lay the umbrella down. You want to go out and check?
Holy shit.
Go check.
Man, it's crazy.
No.
What?
Go check.
Oh, God. I just sit down.
Well, no, but
What else would have blown over out on the deck? Something blew over out here. Wow. Holy crap. I don't know what blew over on the deck. I don't know. Sounded like something blew over, but I'm not seeing anything that blew over. Something's rolling around out there. Wow. Insane in the membrane. He doesn't like it. Kahoo
then he
absolutely
starts panting.
hates that. He does not like that at all. Anyway, I could live without a white Christmas. I'll settle for a heavy frost. How's that? A heavy frost at Christmas is better than snow, because I really don't. Wow. I haven't heard wind like this in a long time. The worst windstorm I've ever seen was in 2018. That was the hurricane force winds we had here. That was power was out for 4 days. It was absolutely brutal. This is what this kind of sounds like.